Welcome to Inside the Hive. I'm Ashley Hetherington, and let's talk women's basketball. Since the last time that you tuned in, the Lady Yellow Jackets have competed in 2 conference games, one at Earlham and one on our home court against Hanover. The Earlham game went back and forth for the full 40 minutes of play, and when the scoreboard read 68-68 at the final buzzer, the game was sent into overtime. Thankfully, our Lady Yellow Jackets still had enough fight in them to dominate the overtime period. The final score was 81-73. As for the Hanover game, the team wasn't able to carry on the momentum from their win at Earlham, but the team did put up quite a fight against the Panthers. Emma Starks and Maggie Neenan both had great performances coming off the bench. Earlier today, I had the chance to meet up with Coach Oakland to talk about a few of the games. So, Coach, your team got the win at Earlham. Can you tell me a little about the game?
Yep. Earlham came out ready to fight. They came out really trying to attack us. They haven't won a home game yet, so we knew that they were going to, really try to do that with us. We're on their home court, so they came out really getting after us. So we kind of struggled with that a little bit, and they shot about 58% from the three-point line at one point, and we didn't really adjust too well with that. They had two scorers that really kind of hurt us. I think one with 27 and then one with 19 points, which we weren't really finding them too well on offense. So we got to kind of find the people with the hot hands and really kind of take them out of the game, and we kind of struggled with that a little bit. So, but we went into overtime pretty confident. We kind of, I think, outscored them 13-5 in overtime. So, it wasn't a pretty win, but it was a win. So we'll take that and kind of mark that to our record. So
speaking of shooters, your freshman, Megan Zachridge, she had 19 points, I believe, so that's awesome, a huge confidence boost, I'm sure. So what are your plans for her for the remainder of the season?
Well, yeah, Megan, when she's on, she's on. She's actually more out there for her defensive side. She's a great defensive stopper. So that's how she's actually got into the starting lineup, was just by her defense. So, if she can get another 19-point game, 20-point game, that'd be great. But like I said, if she's out there doing her defensive roles, she's going to continue to, be a real big help for us.
As for the Hanover game, you guys didn't get the win, but you put up quite a fight. Can you tell me a little about that game?
Yep. Hanover, they're a really good team. Obviously, they're first in the conference. So they came in, again, just like Earlham, ready to attack us. And I think we actually responded a lot better, even though we didn't get the win, to Hanover than we did with Earlham. We came out really putting up a fight. We didn't want to go down easy. So, our bench actually did an awesome job for us. I think they scored maybe 40 points for us coming in. And that's huge. That was, I think, a huge team step forward. Like I said earlier, we didn't get the win, but I think we definitely moved forward quite a bit. So if we can kind of keep that confidence and keep that style of play consistent throughout the rest of the season, I think that we're going to, continue to do good things and, get a couple more wins, especially going into the conference tournament.
So Anderson is your next game, home court. You have your loyal fans to support you. What can we expect from that game?
Well, hopefully we can give you another show, hopefully with a W, but, the intensity and the bench play, just like we did with Hanover. Anderson, they're kind of right in the bubble team, especially with going into the tournament. They're about one game behind going in, trying to get into the 6th spot. And then, we're one game behind 4th. So I think it's definitely going to be a fight to the end. We only won by 5 last game. So I think, if we go out there and play the way that we know how, and hopefully the confidence that we did against Hanover, because I know the girls were upset about the loss, but, we reassured them quite a bit that we move forward from that. So hopefully they can take that kind of step into the Anderson game, and hopefully it will be a completely different game. And, especially last game against Hanover, we missed a bunch of chippies. And, if we can kind of make those like easy 2-pointers, I think, it's going to be hopefully a different game than a 5-point game.
Thanks, Coach.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. And thanks to all of you for tuning in to another episode of Inside the Hive. I'm Ashley Hetherington, and make sure you watch me next time for a recap of the Anderson game.